Let's go ahead and start today with just a few prayers. Again, our prayers in Buddhism are really just to align our minds for the teachings, to be open and receptive to what we're going to be discussing today. So we begin on page 73 of the prayer book. Hopefully all of you have a prayer book. If not, again, there's some in the cabinet in the back there. This verse that we're going to recite is just paying homage to the Buddha. So again, the Buddha doesn't need our homage. The Buddha is perfectly fine without us, paying attention to him. But the Buddha's whole intention is to help us. So we have to kind of align ourselves with the Buddha by paying homage to him, acknowledging all the amazing qualities that the Buddha has achieved, which we ourselves can achieve as well. So let's just recite this first verse that's on page 73, 3 times in English. To the founder, the endowed, transcendent destroyer, the one gone beyond, the foe destroyer, the completely perfected, fully awakened being, perfect in knowledge and in good conduct, Sugata, knower of the world, supreme guide of human beings to be tamed, teacher of gods and human beings, to you, the completely and fully awakened one, the endowed, transcendent destroyer, the glorious conqueror, the subduer from the Shakya clan, I prostrate, make offerings, and go for refuge. To the founder, the endowed, transcendent destroyer, the one gone beyond, the foe destroyer, the completely perfected, fully awakened being, perfect in knowledge and in good conduct, Sugata, knower of the world, supreme guide of human beings to be tamed, teacher of gods and human beings, to you, the completely and fully awakened one, the endowed, transcendent destroyer, the glorious conqueror, the subduer from the Shakya clan, I prostrate, make offerings, and go for refuge. To the founder, the endowed, transcendent destroyer, the one gone beyond, the foe destroyer, the completely perfected, fully awakened being, perfect in knowledge and in good conduct, Sugata, knower of the world, supreme guide of human beings to be tamed, teacher of gods and human beings, to you, the completely and fully awakened one, the endowed, transcendent destroyer, the glorious conqueror, the subduer from the Shakya clan, I prostrate, make offerings, and go for refuge. Turn the page and we'll go to 75, to the second full verse there, and we'll go from that verse to the middle of page 76. Homage to the Supreme Buddha, homage to the Dharma refuge, homage to the great Sangha, to all three ever devout homage, to all worthy of respect, bowing with bodies as many as all realms' atoms in all aspects. With supreme faith I pay homage. Do not commit any non-virtuous actions, perform only perfect virtuous actions, subdue your mind thoroughly. This is the teaching of the Buddha. A star, a visual aberration, a flame of a lamp, an illusion, a drop of dew or a bubble, a dream, a flash of lightning, a cloud. See conditioned things as such. Through these merits may sentient beings attain the rank of all-seeing, subdue the foe of faults, and be delivered from samsara's ocean, perturbed by the waves of aging, sickness, and death. Then go forward, just going to do 2 more prayers on page 97 or 98, depending on which version of the prayer book you have. It's either at the bottom of 97 or the top of 98. The prayer that's called the Short Mandala Offering. This is where we are visualizing the entire phenomenal world transformed into a beautiful paradise, just kind of a complete pure world. And we're offering that to receive the teachings from the holy beings, get their blessings, what have you. They're kind of trying to create that vast offering so that we have a store of merit from which to draw from in regard to our own practice of these teachings. So we're going to recite just that verse in English and then skip the request to turn the wheel of Dharma and go to the offering mantra that's on page 98, Idam Guru and so on. And then we'll go to Refuge and Bodhicitta, the final prayer before we start, which we'll do once in English, twice in the Tibetan. This ground, anointed with perfume, strewn with flowers, adorned with Mount Meru, 4 continents, the sun and the moon. I imagine this as a Buddha field and offer it. May all living beings enjoy this pure land. Idam Guru Ratna Mandalakam Niryatayami. I go for refuge until I am enlightened to the Buddha, the Dharma, and the Supreme Assembly. By the merits I create through listening to the Dharma, may I become a Buddha in order to benefit all sentient beings. Sangye chodang soki choknam la jangchu bardu dakni kyabsu chi daki chunyan gi peso namgi drola penchir sangye drupar shok. Sangye chodang soki choknam la jangchu bardu dakni kyabsu chi Daki chunyan gi peso namgi drola penshir sangye drupar shok. Okay, you can set the prayer books aside, and let's begin today with a short meditation. Give ourselves a chance to focus the mind a bit, to let go of whatever distractions we might have as best as we can. And then with our minds a bit calmer, we'll set a good intention for being here today before we begin the actual teaching. So just find a good meditation posture, one that's comfortable for yourself, and yet making sure there is some uprightness to the body, the back somewhat straight, the head upright, and then relaxing into this posture, letting go of any tension as best as you can, especially in the neck and shoulder area. No doubt other areas where you might hold some stress, some tension in the body. Just try to soften into those areas. And then breathing naturally, begin to pay attention to the breath. And if you have a technique that you already use to work with the breath in meditation, you can do that. And if not, then usually I suggest working with this sensation that occurs in the area of the nostrils, just inside the tip of the nose or in the upper lip, where we feel the air coming in and out as we breathe in and out through the nose. And once you tune into that sensation, it will become a bit more prominent. And you make that your meditation object, trying to stay present with that sensation through the inhalation, through the exhalation. But no doubt the mind will wander as it's prone to do, and suddenly we'll be thinking about things that we're planning for this week, or something that happened in the recent past that's on our minds, or perhaps some preoccupation or worry. We might even get distracted by sounds, other sensations. But whatever it is that has pulled you away from the breath, when you see that that's happened, there's no need for any judgment. You simply let go of that distraction, make a conscious choice to return to the breath. And then again, be vigilant, and when the mind wanders again, then pull the mind back to the breath. So we're just going to do this in silence for a few minutes, and then I'll lead you in a short reflection to set your motivation for today. So as you continue to attend to the breath, you might add an additional thought, which is just a real gratefulness that you still have this human life, continuing to be able to use this life well. As Rinpoche often advises us, we should wake up every morning and be so grateful that we have not died that night, that we still have this human body, this human existence, so rich with opportunity. And our breathing is a symbol of that, continuing to breathe in, breathe out, to be alive, to have this existence. Have great gratitude for this. But it's simply not enough to have this human existence, but rather to use this life meaningfully is what's most important. And this is what we're studying in this short text that Rinpoche is advising us to work with. So as we'll be going into in more detail today, we want to use our lives to serve others, to cherish others, to be of benefit to others. This is the best use of this human life. And this starts with the simple actions of refraining from harming others, and then eventually trying to do what we can to benefit them, and eventually achieving the greatest benefit for them and from them by becoming enlightened. When we last met, we went through that one verse, and I'll read it today, recite it today, and we can meditate on it briefly. But it encapsulates this idea that we are absolutely set upon getting the best possible benefit from this existence that we have, using it as a platform to be able to develop this mind of bodhicitta, this mind that cherishes others greatly and wants to become enlightened for their sake. So the verse that we went through last time is simply this: determined to obtain the greatest possible benefit from all sentient beings who are more precious than a wish-fulfilling jewel, I shall hold them most dear at all times. So think about the incredible preciousness of others. It's through others that we are able to practice morality, generate good karma. It's through others that we're able to develop all of our qualities of compassion and loving kindness and patience, engage in acts of generosity, and so on. And it's eventually through others that we achieve our